where creativity gallops free. This is the Artistic Equestrian. Welcome to the podcast where creativity and the equine world collide. I'm your host, Emily McCabe, and whether you're into art, being creative, a horse enthusiast, or just someone looking for a fun podcast to tune into, I'm here to bring you all the fun stuff. Hey guys, Emmy here, and today I'm talking about how art has become my escape hatch. This episode is really close to my heart because it has helped me overcome some of my toughest moments. So grab a snack, go on your daily walk, clean your pony stables, or whatever you like to get into, and let's talk about how creativity and art have become a way of self-care. Okay, let's get real. Life gets a little bit crazy sometimes. It can feel like everything's galloping at 100 miles an hour. Between school, cleaning pony stables, and all the in between, sometimes it just feels like you don't have a break. And that's where art has become my escape hatch. When I get home from school, I'm able to just sit down, relax, and escape into what I'm drawing. Whether that's painting in watercolor, drawing one of my ponies, drawing a kookaburra, my recent one, or all the in between, just playing around and getting that new idea and inspiration of what I'm going to draw next. Now, I'm sure you can all probably tell I've always loved drawing, but recently it's really turned into a full time hobby and passion of a way of escaping for me. It's may have overcome sewing at the moment. I think I haven't been on my sewing machine for a while. And I just started sketching ponies, and recently I like drawing full on masterpieces, as I call them, because I love them. Not everyone might like them, but I'm very proud of how they've turned out. Talking about how I'm proud of them turning out, make sure to check out last week's episode about how to be confident in your creativity so that hopefully you can become confident in pieces that you create. Art became my real escape hatch on the way to Sydney for nationals. After then, we went to the art store with my Annie, got a whole bunch of new art supplies, and since then, I'm totally obsessed. I could talk about pencils for days, drawing for days. I absolutely love it. Hence the artistic part in this podcast. Art matters the most to me because it gives me a place to truly be myself without judgment, without fear, without pressure. Just be myself and express how I'm feeling on the page. So, how do I use art in the best way? Well, sometimes after school, I don't feel like doing a full on masterpiece, and that's when I pick up my watercolor pencils and do a nice soft watercolor painting because I find watercolor is that medium that you don't have to be perfect with. The brush just flows and it's all very flowy as such. And I find it quite peaceful to do, and I can really escape with that. But other days, when I feel like drawing something really detailed, I definitely use my graphite pencils. When it comes to my colored pencils, I find I do actually have to think quite hard. So when I use them, it's when I'm actually in the zone. But my watercolor, not so much. I can just zone out and really not have to worry about anything. Now, that's enough of me rambling on about how I find art a good way for me to escape. But how can it help you escape too? Art is a process, it's a journey. It doesn't matter what the end result looks like, it's the journey that you've taken to get there. So, whether that's when you come home from school and you need to escape, pick up a pencil, pick up a brush, and just relax. Express yourself on the paper. It can look terrible. It doesn't matter, no one needs to look at it. But hopefully, it's just a way for you to escape and express how you're feeling. No one has to see it. It's a way to just express yourself without the comparison traps, without peer pressure, without any judgment. Just be you. For me, it's like mental paddock time. No pressure, no rules, just peace. Now, what I think is really special to me is how horses and art started blending naturally. How I was able to zone out the skills that I learned from zoning out during my artwork, I was able to apply when I was writing so that all the worries in my head went away. And when I'm at a show, it could help me calm my nerves because I could help myself bring myself, that's a lot of myselfs, back to baseline of how I was feeling when I was doing my art. It really helped me to stay present in the moment and forget about the difficulties in the surroundings. Art became a way for me to process everything, and writing eventually just became a lot easier. Not easier as in the sense of writing, easier as in the sense of when I'm on the horse, I don't have to worry about things around me. If there's a tree blowing, stay present. What's happening? Okay, well, we're going to bring ourselves back and we're just going to be in the moment. It's all connected, and honestly, it's just fun. Art's fun, writing's fun. Everything that's Halsey is pretty fun to me. So here's the thing, if you're feeling overwhelmed, like you've hit rock bottom, and your brain just circles in everything it's thinking about, why not try being creative and making a piece of art? Hopefully, it can become a way for you to escape too. Doodle, paint, collage, draw. It's your choice, just something for you. There's no right and there's no wrong. That's my biggest misconception. When people say you're doing it wrong, there's absolutely no right and wrong when you're making art. It's your perspective on everything, it's your perception on how you want to make something. And if someone tries to tell you you're doing it wrong, well, they're wrong and do not listen to them. So, whether you're dreaming of being a professional artist, professional dressage writer, or everything in between, just take yourself back to what really matters. Me, yourself. It really is a superpower, your escape hatch, your cozy little corner of calm when everything around you is very wild. So, if you take one thing out of this episode, I want you to take 5 minutes just to try being creative, to try draw, to try something new, to try create, and hopefully, in the end, it will become your escape hatch. Thanks everyone so much for listening to this episode of How Art Has Become My Escape Hatch. If you liked it, make sure to give us a follow on the at the Artistic Equestrian podcast Instagram and Equestrianemmy. And as always, keep creating, keep writing, and keep believing in yourself. I'm your host, Emily McCabe, and this was The Artistic Equestrian.